It's week 2 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Bucs on EA Sports.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up.
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off and running from Raymond James. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't still playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
That's brought in by Mooney. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Hauled down by Christian Izien. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Putting the tight end in motion. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that brings up 3rd down. To the air, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play fake, it's Mayfield. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Play action now for Cousins. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
You run that drop play, Kate, you got to become a really, really good actor as a quarterback. You got to drop back and make sure those ends pass you so that drop can hit it up the gut. Not that time. That end was not buying the story the quarterback was trying to sell.
Out of the gun, Cousins. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down. And there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. He's got time here, and he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's Cousins now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Cousins out of the pistol here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. First down, here's Baker. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets it through the midfield. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Baker to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd and short, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Mooney. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Cousins. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. He fields it cleanly. Dukes out a one-stop. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Irving here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1st and 10 from the 41. Irving on the inside give. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Baker now off the play fake. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Irving has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line.
And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers have a single-point lead in the first. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Buccaneers take a slim 2-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 7 yards, and that brings an end to our first quarter. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. We've got a close one here. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Staying with Robinson. Before he stopped. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. It's into the hands of Mooney. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun. It's Cousins. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Able to get it to Reed. He's got a gain of 6 there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Mayfield now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's going to be cut by Evans. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Evans brings in the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Reed's got it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
A 1-yard gain on the play, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers push this to an 8-point game. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First down throw for Cousins. Throw reeled in by London. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty
Illegal
flag.
block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. Play action now for Cousins. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So they're left facing a fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got his target. It's Otten. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hauled in by Gray. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. He's on the move. And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers with the football. Third down, here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jake Camarda on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. They're out and set. First and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. He throws a bullet down the right. He's got it deep downfield. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Give him 32 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first and 10, it's Cousins. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be second down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. No return on that punt. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play.
The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. On the give, this is Irving. And this one doesn't go far. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Falcons will take over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Throwing for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, we've hit halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers toting a nice lead into the locker room. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. A 1-point victory in the end. 17-16, your final score. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine
kick it away.
in the first half of play.
Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They've got first down from the 31. Baker out of the pistol. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. So that brings up second down. Throwing again is Baker. He's got him. That's McMillan. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. He has the first over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running it after the penalty. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Falcons.
Here's the give to Irving. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life. 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Falcons scoop it up. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands wasn't going to be denied.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons cut the lead down to just 2. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Starting at the 10. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. He's on the move. He's running with it. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 47-yard line.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Going with Irving here. And they bring him down around the 34.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Right back to Irving now. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a 1st down.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows the lead to 5.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down. Back to throw, Cousins. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Finds his target, Robinson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. Got a man, Robinson has it. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Baker now. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
This finds Evans complete. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Running up the middle, Dillon. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Completes this one to Otten. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Takes off right out of the read option. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
He'll get this complete to White. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 16. Got Evans, it's complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Irving. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Mayfield with a blitz coming. That pass complete to McMillan. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 6 and a first down as well. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, and not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Now Cousins again. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Irving. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. First down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. McMillan hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield will look to throw. Evans brings in the slant. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. This one finds Irving. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's good for a Tampa Bay.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, a run for White. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Baker now from the gun. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer or he's not going to endure this season.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. First down throw for Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. They catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. It's taken in by Washington. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Throwing deep for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. To throw. Drops back. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Buccaneers managed to recover the football. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers who take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.